My name is Alicia Miles, and I am from Arlington, Texas, and I'm 5'10".
Hi, my name is Courtney. I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana, and I am 6 feet tall.
My name is Yvette. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I'm 6 feet.
Have you ever noticed it's understood that if you call a fat person fat, that's rude as fuck? But for some reason, asking a tall person, that's a tall lady, how tall are you? Or what size shoe do you wear? That's just whatever. And if you don't answer, now you're being rude. It really wasn't the worst. There were a couple of us in my elementary school, so I wasn't completely alone. But there were jokes. But I grew up in the era of cracking, so I came with my jokes ready. Like, you know, if you got a crack, I got 3 cracks. You know, you talk about my height, we talking about your mama. So.
Always feeling like I was too much. Like I don't know if I was ever fitting in anywhere. You know, I felt like I was too much for even sports or just performing or in class. Like just things like that. Like just, I'm too much. Like I just come off as too much to people.
All right. So growing up Black in the tall community, Black girls are not celebrated as being feminine. Okay, we are told that we should be a ball player, we should run track. Have we tried volleyball?
So, you know, it was kind of like we would go sandal shopping with my sister and cousins, and they're still getting little girl shoes, and I'm having to get women's shoes. So, you know,
Yeah, and I can definitely relate to that because I wanted the cute little shoes.
Right, the jellies, girl.
I wanted jellies. I couldn't get them.
And so I would be like, parents, I want to do gymnastics. You're too tall. Okay. So, you know, I wanted a Barbie Jeep. You're too tall for that. So there was some things I wanted to do that was like, you're just too tall for that. So, okay. Well, firstly, I feel like we're not perceived. We're not really in the media. We're definitely not in retail, or we're kind of like an afterthought. And I think when people do think of us, then they think aggressive.
As a threat, almost. Like, I don't know if I can handle her, almost.
Strong presence, not very feminine, problematic when
Have an attitude, quote unquote.
So you imagine grace and just, you know, just someone soft. And I feel like a lot of Black women are like that. And it's been portrayed to be something different.
Oh, totally different.
Totally, completely different.
Completely different.
You have women like, you have Uma Thurman, JoJo Siwa, Paris Hilton, Lucy Lawless. These are all women that are like 5'9", 5'10", and up. And when you see them in magazines or see them on television, it's normally idolizing their beauty. Like when I was growing up, Paris Hilton was like the shit, you know. And this girl is like 5'9" and wears a size 11. And I never saw anybody question her femininity. I never heard anybody say, oh, she's mannish, you know.
All white women who I feel are celebrated for their feminine values, being tall in the white community is a little bit different.
A lot of ways maybe Black women can come off more aggressive. With white women, they still see a subtle and grace factor about a woman, but I don't know why it can't be reciprocated on the same side with Black women.
I think white taller women are perceived more like goddesses, or if there's a movie, you notice if there's like a frumpy white woman and the love interest, it'll normally be like a leggy blonde. So when you're white and tall, you're a leggy blonde or you're a hot goddess. But when you're a Black female, you're less feminine.
That just in general, a taller white woman is seen as Amazon beauty. a goddess, you know, and if a black woman is seen as their tall, beautiful self, it's more so being lusted over. I feel as though that needs to change.
We have the only rapper for sure is Megan Stallion. We have Michelle Obama, Yolanda Adams in gospel, Venus and Serena in sports, and of course like the WNBA, like Cheryl Swoops. Leslie Jones is a comedian, but all these people I just named at one point in time have had their femininity attacked or received jokes or stuff like that. Like Leslie Jones, she got drugged when they did Ghostbusters. They called her ugly, called her man, called her an ape.
It's starting to maybe come into play, but not enough. I really feel like
there's like one in every industry.
And I feel like nobody's really doing that. Nobody's really bringing attention to specifically tall, curvaceous black women. Nobody's brought that specific area to light.
I think because she's larger statured, it was easier for people to just believe, oh, she was beating that nigga up and he had to protect himself, like, you know, because she has such a tough persona and she's larger, especially than him, because he's about 5'3". So it was just easier to believe he was just protecting himself, I guess, as opposed to, okay, we have an unarmed woman who is being shot in the foot by a man.
I think he was trying to make himself to look like the victim because of his height and because of her stature. But I don't feel as though they protected Megan enough.
Because of the content of what she raps about and her larger persona, it made her an easy target for jokes instead of protection. It was embarrassing to me because, okay, a month ago y'all was, we love black women, protect black women, and now you have an opportunity to do that and you made jokes instead. You know what I'm saying? We had a chance to show up and show that we was really about that life, but because she was bigger and because he's not, let's just crack jokes. Some of them, well, I've met both spectrums. I've met some that's like, no way, I would never date a woman taller than me. And then some who fetishize us almost. It's like, oh my God, the legs, you know, just I don't want that either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I am not just a pair of legs, I'm a person.
So my question for you guys today is, would you date a tall girl?
Oh, I see. Yes, I would.
What about you?
It depends on the personality, you feel me?
Personality?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like tall, like how kind of tall? Like taller than me? Yeah, real shit, yeah.
Okay, like,
Taller than me?
why not taller than you? What's wrong with taller than you?
That's what I'm saying. That's okay, I'm supposed to tippy toe while I'm kissing my girl? Yeah, real shit, real shit.
It was harder to get guys like being a tomboy and already being larger than them. They feel maybe intimidated or just like, nah, she's too big, almost. So, but now I feel like it's being more appreciated.
Some of them feel like their manhood is kind of curved a little bit if they're dealing with a taller woman. They like fun size. That's what they call it, fun size women. The ones you can pick up and toss and look down on like a little kid. So it's like
if I'm gonna hug her and I'm touching her titties like this, that's they go bad, you know what I'm saying?
How though? So you wouldn't?
Nah. If I'm kissing
I just can't have her looking down at me, you know? Like, I feel disrespected.
What if you're in an argument or some shit and then she's just like,
she's like, okay, if you're in an argument, oh what? Like, so you guys are saying you guys are soft because you can't handle a girl.
It's not that.
Has it ever really just stopped me from like meeting men and dating and nah. Okay.
I've never had a problem with dating. I've had tall guys. I've had short guys. I've never really stuck too long with the short guys. So, that being said, most of them, you know, are just like all other men. They fantasize and they lust over tall women.
Okay, and the question today is, would you date a tall girl?
If she's taller than me?
Yeah.
No.
How tall is too tall?
You can't be taller than me. Too tall for you.
Are you guys insecure about your height?
No.
So why wouldn't you date a tall girl?
You just can't be taller than me. You can't be taller than me.
So you want her to be a little bit so you could run her? Okay.
I used to didn't care about dating short guys until it came to sex. That's when it was a no for me.
When you're in the bedroom, the parts aren't there. I mean, he could come up and it's gonna go in. Like, the only time I would say height makes a difference is doggy style.
Because it was just getting uncomfortable. It was getting uncomfortable and it was getting awkward, and it would just be like, okay, what do I do now? So, yeah, I would prefer someone bigger than me, or at least my size.
It doesn't interfere with my sex life either. I've been there, done that. So a little older, so
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. You just either you gotta go low or he gotta go up, but either way it's going in. So. I would say reinforce. Just, you know, everywhere they go in the world, it's like Captain Obvious. You're gonna meet so many idiot people. Oh my God, you're tall. Oh my God, you're so tall. As if there's something that you have no idea of. Well, children face that too, and they hear dumb shit all the time. Don't let at home be the place they hear the dumb shit.
Please, please tell them that they are enough, because they will see so many females of many different sizes that are smaller than them. Yes, they're different sizes, but they are smaller than them. And so they're gonna feel less or not worthy enough.
Do not compare them in any way whatsoever to grown women. Do not say silly things like, you're as tall as a grown woman, we're insane. Like, don't, because let children be children, no matter how big they are. You know, you're 7, whether you're 5'7" or you're 4'9".
Be there for your kids. Be positive. Be a positive influence. If your child is having a problem in school, please go and see what that problem is, and please go resolve that problem. Please stop the bullies before your child does harm to the bullies.
We live in the social media age, and they can post a picture of your child and there's 1,000 likes before the baby even wakes up. You know, 1,000 comments before they even wake up. So suicide is at an all-time high, you know, just cyberbullying, all types of stuff like that. Have your kids back. If your kid isn't feeling the school, take them out of it. There are worse things. You know, shut that down. If another adult is overdoing the tall, shut it down. Okay, we get it, thank you. Be rude to adults. This is a child. Have your kids back. If you have to check an adult, I check adults behind mine. You don't get to talk to mine any kind of way. You don't get to be rude. You don't get to say ugly things just because you're a grown up and they're a kid. They might can't check you, but I will. If they don't want to do athletics, I don't know about you, but my dad kind of tried to shove me into athletics, but I'm carrying around a notebook full of short stories. Like, I'm a writer. Let your children be who they are, and not who you would want them to be, or feel like they should be because of stature.
Please don't be intimidated. We don't fight. We love.
We're just regular women. We just happen to be taller.
A lot of people take our size and are intimidated by us.
Don't be,
when they should of course, never judge a book by its cover.
We don't always have an attitude. I know I can't speak for you, but I know sometimes I have to kind of shy away when I want to assert myself because you don't want to be taken too harshly or taken a certain way, or we are really just regular women.